To return for Auburn High, number 7,
And carry this momentum through.
Dakota Ingram to punt, and once again, special teams dead tonight. Back to return for Auburn is number 7, Carson Yancey for the Tigers. Back all the way at his 19-yard line was where he fielded it. That's where they've got the Tigers down.
Definitely weird to see the punt snap and no.
Auburn takes over, 1st and 10 from the 20.
They'll bring it out and actually put it on the 20 instead of the 19. So 10:35 here in the first quarter. Auburn 0, Eufaula 0. And the Tigers will start over at their 20-yard line for the first time tonight. And the starting quarterback for Auburn, Clyde Pittman, now taking snaps. He'll hand off, works, end around, left side of the line. Number 24, Jamarius Woods.
Number 24, Ken Wright, off left tackle.
Sneaks through.
Stop is made by number 28, LaDevin Spencer. Play gains 4 yards.
O-line created a nice
second down
there.
6.
Eufaula secondary collapse.
Correction, that last tackle was made by number 58, Adarian
Pittman in the
Callaway.
pistol. He's got 3 wide receivers out. Pittman claps, play action pass, looking for the out route and cannot locate number 18.
13, Clyde Pittman's pass intended for number 18, Brendan Bryant. 3rd down, 6.
Be interesting to see how the new Auburn offense tackles this 3rd down situation, losing a lot of their depth from last season to just seniors graduating. So it'll just be interesting to see what they do here.
3rd down and 6. Auburn's going to come out in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers set. A tight end in the slot is Camden Etheridge, one of the top tight ends in the state. Motioning out Woods now out into the flats. It's a tunnel screen. This one for Camden Etheridge, and he's upended.
Clyde Pittman's pass complete to number 28, Camden Etheridge.
He's just
Stop
shy
made
of
by
the
number
first
7,
down
Justin Davis.
Looking at 2
Play
yards,
gains 4 yards,
and a half, that is.
4th down 2.
Marker. It'll be 4th down for Auburn, and a 3 and out forced by both sides to open up this ball game.
You hate to see that too. He had room to run. If he just got past that last defender there, it was green for a,
number 9,
good
Josh
mile.
Owsley,
Can't
the
imagine
punt
that
for
many
Auburn
Eufaula
High.
defenders would have caught up to him.
Deep to return for
Auburn's gonna have to
Eufaula,
punt here.
number 4, Slade Seaborn.
Slade Seaborn back to return for Eufaula. End over end punt beyond the 50 and out to the 45, and Seaborn comes up for the fair catch at the 45-yard line.
Punt is filled in at the 45, 1st down Eufaula.
Offense will pick back up So far, 2 offensive possessions between these two teams in only 3 minutes of the first quarter. Nothing doing for both of these sides with 2 3-and-outs to open up the spring game. And that's exactly what you come to expect in spring football games. Defense, 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 as Copeland Cotton comes back out for the Eufaula Tigers. 4 wide receiver look for Eufaula, working from left to right. Cotton, 2-step drop, throws out on an out route, looking this time for Browning Anderson.
Copeland Cotton's pass complete to number 9, Browning Anderson.
Give him about 6 on first down.
Stop made by number 7, Carson Yancey. Play gain 7 yards.
Downfield momentum here. See if
second
they can
down
carry
3.
Through. A nice little out route to the outside.
They cross the 50 and are now at the 48. Handoff up the middle. Auburn there to swallow it up. Pulling him backwards.
Number 10, Jamarian Lewis is dropped for a loss by number 20, Powell Gordon.
Now, one thing, no doubt, that stayed through from last year was his defense, and they were ready for that run. The blitz was on. They found they had a hunt on a scrimmage. Nice little tackle for a loss there.
Gordon from his linebacker spot pulls him back 2 for a 3rd down now. Caught at the chains. That'll be enough for the first down.
Copeland Cotton's pass is complete to number 8,
with
Birch
Cochran, the senior wide receiver for Eufaula, and it'll be a first down for the Tigers.
Tackle made by number 3,
about a yard
Trey
ahead of that
Nell.
first down.
First down, Eufaula.
Eufaula's moved it up now to the Auburn 43. Motioning now. It's a jet sweep, looking to cut it up into the gap. Jalen Coleman is
number
hit
5, Jalen Coleman,
half
left
yard
end.
behind the line of scrimmage. Auburn doing a great job of setting the edge on perimeter runs.
And just honestly, Auburn's run defense as a whole has just been showing up at least
made
these
by
last
number
couple
99,
plays.
Jordan
Eufaula's trying
Reese.
to run on the
Play
ground.
failed again.
I can't imagine they have very many positive yards.
Auburn bringing the blitz. Out route, Carson Yancey there to try and make the tackle, as well as 3 other
Coleman
Tigers.
Cotton's pass complete to
A
number 8,
5-yard
Birch Cochran.
reception for Birch Cochran.
Making the stop for Auburn High is number 3, Trey Nell. Play gains 5 yards, 3rd down 5.
Just good job by the Auburn defense reading. If one doesn't get it done, bringing the back up and help finish it out.
3rd down and 5. Ball spotted at the Auburn 38. Cotton will motion now. Coleman fakes the grab. Cotton's trying to take it himself. Right side of the line. And Powell Gordon has got him in the backfield for a 1-yard loss.
Making the stop for Auburn High. Number 14, Cade Rayburn, along with number 20, Powell Gordon.
He's got college
Play
looking
loses
for a
2
minute to
yards.
Auburn already. He's just looking great out there. Read the fake like a book.
4th down 7.
And it was a nice stop. It's going to be 4th down for Eufaula.
And Eufaula's going to go for it at the 40. Cotton rolls to his left, throws across his body. Tipping it is Powell Gordon from his linebacker spot in coverage. Check that. That was number 25 for the Tigers, patting it up in the air and knocking it down. Clark Cleveland.
By number 25,
Great stop all
Clark
around
Cleveland breaking up the
Auburn
pass.
defense.
Auburn High takes over on down at the 39.
Digging in with the pass. Nice disruption. Nice momentum for the offense here. Carry it downfield, see if they can't make something happen.
Clark Cleveland forces the turnover on downs, and Clyde Pittman's back out for his 2nd trip, and he's got 5 wide receivers. Pittman throwing down the left sideline, lobbed up the field, looking.
Clyde Pittman's pass intended for number 4,
VJ
Levesque.
Connect. It goes out of bounds.
2nd down 10.
Blitz was on. Pittman had the throw right out of there. You can only imagine if it just connected in the hands of number 4 there. I mean, he was gone. Shame.
The pressure in the face of Pittman forcing the incomplete pass. And now Auburn faced with a 2nd and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Pistol formation here for Pittman. Now will motion Davian Williams to the right side. Handoff, wide receiver jet sweep now. Stuffed up at the line of scrimmage on the right side perimeter. It'll be 3rd down and long coming up.
Auburn not being able to get much going on offense. Tried the air, tried the ground. So you just got to see what they got going on in the playbook. See if they can throw this Eufaula defense for a loop here and try and get a nice first down.
Logan Blomeyer was
stop made by number 99, Rashawn Johnson.
Down and
3rd down 10.
Pittman going to have to complete a pass here to move on the chains. 5 players split out wide, 3 at the near sideline. Pittman throws, lobs this one down the field. and he had it in the breadbasket for V.J. Levitt, who drops it and had a beat on his
pass
man.
intended for
You really just hate to see that in his hands, bobbled it out. Horrible. Upsetting.
5:57 left in the first quarter. And Auburn yet again with a 3 and out. So far, neither of these teams moving the football a whole lot. Eufaula's at least been able to pick up a first down tonight, but just one first down across each of these two teams' possessions
for Auburn High.
to open up the football game. You're tied up at 0-0 past the halfway point of the first quarter.
Yeah, and you really just want to see these offenses get something going tonight. It's, again, defense, spring game. You expect nothing less. But with this, Auburn bringing on almost a completely new offense here with most of their seniors leaving. Definitely some new faces, but there's a lot of promise in this offense. The passes that haven't connected have looked great. They've showed potential. So you really want to see something happen, honestly, on either side of the ball. But I mean, defense dominating the game. It's still exciting to watch so far.
Eufaula to take over now at their own 24-yard line. Copeland Cotton back for another series. Motions Coleman from the slot. Hands off. He's got the edge. Spins at the point of contact.
Number 5, Jalen
Gains
Coleman,
an extra
left
yard
in.
after the spin and a solid 6-yard carry on first down on the jet sweep for Coleman.
Auburn's defense blitzing there. They went straight for the pocket, though. The jet sweep
Stop
on the outside.
Coleman
had enough speed. He got out there and he got some nice yard gain.
Trips at the bottom of your screen. One wide receiver split out at the top. A running back in the backfield with
21 is Mark Toll.
Hard count is going to get Auburn jumping forward, and that's going to be a free first down for Eufaula, the second of the night.
Auburn had 3 different defensive line on the play there, and I believe all 3 of them jumped on that one.
5-yard penalty, offsides against Auburn High. First down, Eufaula.
Auburn sporting a 3-4 front. And now a fourth down lineman will bring up. 6 players will rush. Cotton somehow sheds the blitz, takes off running left side, races forward for 4 yards.
14,
and then he's cut
Cotton
down.
on the quarterback keeper.
Getting the tackle.
Tackle made by
for the
number 7,
Tigers
Carson Yancey.
Is Carson Yancey.
That play picked up 4 yards, second down, 6.
Definitely coming out aggressive, showing blitzing a lot, but this Eufaula's quarterback just being really elusive and just evading the defense here, so you want to hope they adapt. Now showing a 3-4 again.
And that's kind of Powell Gordon moving back to this linebacker spot. Handoff up the middle. Jamarian Lewis showcasing his power.
Number 10, Jamarian Lewis off right tackle.
Gets it all the way up to the Tiger 45-yard line. That's where the nose of the football is touching as Eufaula.
Stop made by number 4, Nasser Poe. First down, Eufaula.
4 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first. Trips to the left. This one up the middle yet again behind left guard. Surging forward.
Number 10, Jamarian Lewis off left tackle.
Is the one who gets
Stop
the carry.
made by number 1, Brad Harper.
And he's dropped in the interior of the defense.
It definitely wouldn't be a spring game without a lot of subbing.
Play game,
We're doing a
4
lot of subbing
yards,
changes,
second down,
trying to let
6.
everyone see the ball, see what good matchups we can get.
Near side trips. This one's going to be a read option. Copeland almost strung down in the backfield initially. Sheds his first, tries to get out towards the sideline. And Yancey over there yet again.
Stop for a loss by number 7, Carson Yancey. Third down, 7.
Third down and 7 coming up for Eufaula in Auburn territory at about the 42-yard line. 3:38 left in this first quarter. Eufaula 0, Auburn 0. Copeland Cotton, 3-step drop, looking to his right. Auburn in the backfield, they have him around his shoestring, somehow gets it off. Now trying to get to the edge. Auburn has it closed off before he can get to the first down marker. That's Jalen Coleman, who was out in the flat to make the grab.
Copeland Cotton's pass complete to number 5,
Excellent play by
Jalen
Cotton to
Coleman.
keep the play alive, but it'll still be fourth down. Auburn didn't give up on the play after the ball got out of Cotton's hands.
Definitely not.
Stop
Honestly,
made
don't
by
know
number 2,
how he didn't go
Kez
down there in the
Dooley.
backfield. He got the pass off.
Play game,
Wasn't
2
enough for
yards,
the first
fourth down, 4.
but it looks like
They're going to go.
Eufaula's going to go for it here.
4th down and 5, and that was the importance of the play. They got it closer to the chains. This is manageable here on 4th down. Cotton has 5 wide, 3-step drop. It's out into a tunnel screen, and they've got blockers now inside the 25 and rolled down to the 20. Browning Anderson caught it in stride and raced up the field. There is a penalty marker on the far sideline at about the 26-yard line.
There's a penalty flag
We'll see
on the
what
play.
it is if this ends up damaging the Eufaula 1st down. And it is a block in the back. This is going to go against the Tigers, and that's going to bring back up 4th down, depending on the spot of the foul.
You hate to see it too. Browning Anderson had a nice look, found a gap in the Auburn secondary there, and he took it, and he got it. He had a nice 20-yard gain there on the pass, but blocking the back's going to push Eufaula, and hate to see it.
It's still enough for the 1st down as it's 10 yards from the spot, and it'll march on the chains. It was enough by just a yard.
By just a yard.
Inside now, the Auburn 35. It's spotted at the 34.
Good for a 1st down. There's a 10-yard penalty for a block in the back.
Split out to each side. Lewis, the running back in the backfield, pulling guards. He's now got a seam inside the 20, spun down at the 15. A 20-yard gain
for Lewis, off right tackle.
And the Tigers, who are now in the Auburn red zone.
Good job
Stop made by number 25, Clark Cleveland.
Nice gap
1st and 10, Eufaula from the 15.
Run. Couldn't shed the 3 Auburn defenders there in the red zone, but they made it.
Cotton will go to Lewis, and as soon as he hands it off, he's hit. Uses his strength to fight back forward to the offensive line. And it's 2nd down and 10, no gain on the play.
Into the center of the line.
And this Eufaula offense just looking completely different than they did in their first 2 possessions.
Stop made by number 27.
I don't know if it's a change by Eufaula's offense or Auburn's defense, but something's changed here.
Davian Anderson.
Behind left guard. It stopped
number 6, Marquia Harris. Off left tackle.
Short.
Stop made by 25, Clark Cleveland. 3rd down, 5.
Was for Browning Anderson. Excuse me, Marquia Harris. But Eufaula staying ahead of the chains. They've got 3rd down and manageable. The 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Cotton will clap, rolls to his right, looking for the out route, and they're laying him out underneath, hitting him low. Slade Seaborn. Check that, Marquia Harris had the catch.
Is complete to number 8.
Nasir Pogue is the one who knocked it loose.
Pass is incomplete. It is 4th down.
It looked like he had it going down. I guess he must have lost it on his way down, but good read there by Auburn's corner there to shut down the play once the pass was almost caught.
Eufaula's going to get under center now with a flex bone look. Motion down the backfield, goes behind right guard. The pulling guards do enough possibly to get the 1st down. He's tripped up.
Number 10, Jamarian Lewis off right tackle.
Tripped up just shy of the 1st down marker where they've got him spotted. They've got him spotted at the 5.5. And there's the turnover on down.
Auburn High will take over on down.
By just half a yard.
Auburn's defense really struggling to hold this Eufaula.
That last tackle was made by 25, Clark
just about
Cleveland.
the entire field, but Eufaula went for it on 4th and long there, and the Auburn defense showed up there to stop the run just shy of the 4th down on the goal line. Auburn offense is going to take it from the 5 and see if they can produce anything in the air, hopefully, and get some extra yards here on the play.
Auburn 0, Eufaula 0 with 1:32 left in the 1st quarter. Tigers will take over at their 5.5-yard line. Pittman at quarterback for Auburn will take the snap. Hands off behind right guard, and Eufaula has penetration early and slinging him down in the backfield. That's a tackle for big number 99, Reese.
24,
Check that,
Wright.
Rayshawn Johnson.
Stop for no gain by number 95, Al Tariq Page.
And losing
Actually,
half
it's a
a yard
1-yard
for
loss.
the Tigers.
2nd down, 11.
Was Jamarius Woods, who's still standing in at running back. 4 wide receivers set. Auburn inside their own 5. Pittman, 2-step drop, throws the slant route. There's contact before the ball gets there. And, of course, objections from the Auburn sideline and the Auburn fan base. Definitely contact there as we take a look at the instant replay. Push before the ball got there. Seaborn was the one to knock the Auburn receiver off of his route. And no call is made.
Definitely, a difficult call to make by the refs there. But this Auburn offense on Third and 11 here, backed up in their own end zone. You're gonna have to make something happen. Spring game, so punting your end zone is not as devastating, but you really just want to get something going with this offense here.
3rd down and 11. Pittman standing in his own end zone. Drops back, 3-step drop. Throws this one on the go route, over the shoulder. And just a step or two ahead of VJ Levitt. They've had Levitt on the go route 3 times tonight and unable to connect on all 3 occasions. That's what spring is for, working on connecting with your wide receivers and developing chemistry. And now Auburn going to have to punt out of their own end zone.
Yeah, no doubt. Levitt getting overthrown the 1st and 3rd time, but the 2nd time, I mean, he had it in his hands. You know he wants the ball. You know he's trying to get it. So you just hope they connect on that deep ball, because all 3 times he's had room to go after that. Green.
Trying to get a football in now. Trying to get a kicking football in, that is.
Number 13, Khalil Randall to punt for Auburn High.
Yeah. Surprising enough, you actually want one that has been worn more than a brand new one, like baseball, where with that nice, fresh, shiny ball.
Auburn to punt now from inside their own end zone. This one spiraling and muffed at the 31-yard line.
Punt is fielded at the 30. 1st and 10, Eufaula.
Play was number 18 for the Tigers, which we have 3 on our roster. Check that. That was number 15, and sometimes it's hard to see. Sometimes it's hard to see out here with the sun in your eyes and the white uniforms. It sometimes make it difficult to see the silver uniforms, but Eufaula will take over at the 30. Inside Auburn territory, short field for Eufaula with 47.4 seconds left in the 1st. Out route connects. This one caught by
Number 14, Copeland's pass is complete to 5.
They're making
Coleman.
Cotton look like an efficient quarterback with these out routes.
They are indeed. Auburn's defense is
Stop made by number 2, Kez Dooley. Play gain 4 yards, 2nd down 6.
Hopefully, as Auburn sees these out routes more, they'll be the outside corners will be much more prepared to take it out.
Dink and dunk down the field we go. Flex won't look now from Cotton, who goes under center with 3 backs. He'll hand off. Auburn missing a tackle in the backfield for Jamarian Lewis, who lowers his shoulder, and now the Eufaula pile is pushing up to the 15-yard line.
Number 10, Jamarian Lewis, off right tackle.
Finally stop its momentum, the Auburn Tigers, that is. And Auburn yet again backed up into their own red zone.
And I mean, honestly, Auburn's defense had a great read on the play.
First down, Eufaula.
They called the wishbone. They saw the play from the beginning. They had
That is the end of the 1st quarter with the score. Auburn High 0, Eufaula 0.
Does not bring them down.
At the end of the 1st quarter, Auburn and Eufaula tied at 0. We're going to flip the side of the field now and take a short break here on AHS Mass Media. Samford Stadium as Eufaula has worked into Auburn territory, and Jamarian Lewis,
number 10, Jamarian Lewis, off right tackle,
hustling inside the 10-yard line up to the 7.
Tackle made by number 2, Kez Dooley.
For this Auburn defense that is now You're looking at the safeties. They're standing in their own paint.
Second down 2.
Eufaula's offense just loving this wishbone with just a quick toss off to the running back there. And I mean, it's proven successful so far. Looks like, I mean, they're just going to do the same thing.
Auburn stacking 7 or 8 inside the box, as Eufaula will do much more than that. The end-around carry yet again, the one that we've seen so many times behind right tackle for Lewis.
Number 10,
hops over a pile at the line.
Lewis off right tackle.
He gets up to the 5-yard line, which is where the line to gain is. Should be enough for a first down. They do make the change on the far sideline. It'll be first down and goal from the 5.
Stop made by number 11, Jemias Pitts. First down and goal to go,
Eufaula. Auburn's defense is always there just half a step late, so you just wonder if they get the jump on the next play, they can really punish this Eufaula's offense here.
Jemias Pitts got the stop on the last play. They will go with Lewis here, trying to stretch it out a little bit more. Lewis is met as he's crossing the line of scrimmage.
Number 10, Jermaine Lewis off right
an
end.
additional 2 or 3 yards up to the 1-yard line.
Tackle made by number 1, Brad Harper.
They've ever been to scoring a touchdown.
Play gains 4
Lewis
yards.
Got a lot of strength there, especially when he gets the ball.
Second and goal from the 1.
His O-line is definitely doing their job of helping him out, but I mean, he is just raw physical power, and he's just pushing these Auburn defenders aside, and they have to stack up 3 just to bring him down.
Fall out on that right hash at the 1-yard line. Still standing in that tight flex bone look. 10-15 here. Will this break the deadlock? They go with Lewis.
Number 10, Jermaine Lewis in for the Eufaula touchdown.
Behind right guard, and Eufaula breaks the deadlock 6-0.
Change it from flex bone to wishbone. I mean, Eufaula just using that, just carrying them through the entirety of the red zone. Auburn's defense not really being able to find an answer to it. They've brought Eufaula, they've stopped them, held them to 3-4 yards, but Eufaula just pushing it over and over, and all you need is 10 yards every time.
On to take the kick for Eufaula, Titus Flowers, the sophomore kicker. Once again, special teams dead, so no rushing the kicker.
Number 85, Titus Flowers' extra point kick is good. With 10 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Eufaula 7, Auburn High 0.
First half here, Eufaula 7, Auburn 0, as the Tigers will get the football back.
Eufaula's offense definitely finally stepped up, got in the red zone, held on to it, scored a touchdown, put 7 on the board, so you just got to hope that Auburn's offense can come back and answer. And again, they have the weapons, they have the potential, the power. They just need to put footballs in hands and then get downfield. And I think there's just one small step missing for this Auburn offense. And once they connect those dots and lines, they can really make something happen here and put some points on the board and give Eufaula a run for their money.
Auburn having to flip field, lining up on the wrong side. You know, hey, it's spring. Once again, you're working these things out. Back deep to return. Tyler Flakes for Auburn, as well as, I believe that is also Jaden Townsend at the top of your screen. Once this ball is kicked back deep. Can't kick the ball without the kicker.
Or the ball for them.
That's right, and bringing it out on the field for Eufaula once again is Titus Flowers.
It's definitely weird, no doubt, to see the special team standing still, but definitely
85, Titus Flowers to kick off for
the season starts,
Eufaula.
and it's a nice way to get a good look at what your potential is on special teams without stressing them out too much.
Flowers, a short run up, kicks it up to the 17 and taking it off the bounce. And returning it for Auburn.
Ball will be spotted at the 35, first and 10, Auburn High.
For Auburn. Once again, the ball brought out to the 35-yard line as special teams is dead. So Auburn will bring it out to the 35, and that is where their offense will get started with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. Still looking for their first down of the night.
Yep, Auburn taking a lot of deep shots in the air. Love to see just some quick slants, get some nice yardage on the board, nice run game. Really just love to see this Auburn offense get going.
Pittman, 3-step, lobs it. This one for Etheridge on the tunnel screen. Etheridge hops up,
13,
makes the
Clyde
grab,
Pittman's pass is
pushes
complete to
forward,
number
and got
28,
around the
Camden
waist,
Etheridge.
but still good for 5 yards.
Play picks up 5 yards.
Pittman connects with the new tight end, Camden Etheridge.
There you go, right there. Auburn just quick and easy yard.
Stop made by number 46.
Maybe take your one deep shot every now and then, but I think definitely give this offense a chance to get going, get some momentum.
Etheridge will come in motion. Instead, they go with the inside split zone play behind left guard.
Number 5, David Williams off left tackle.
Will be just a yard short of the first down marker.
Stop made by number 35, Jamario Mitchell. Third down 1.
In this set of chains.
Ball boy stuck on the field. A little delay of game here, but it's great.
Third down and 1 to go. Auburn looking for their first down. Pittman rolls to his right, throws on the run, calls this one with Levitt. Levitt stutter step, gets another couple of yards.
Clyde Pittman's pass complete to number 4, DJ Levitt. He's forced out of bounds by number 3, that's Dominic Floyd. First down, Auburn High.
Tripped himself up there, but he got back on his feet. Made a Eufaula defender miss, got some extra yards on the play, fighting still for this. Auburn definitely with some new energy here, and it's great to see. You just glad to see him go, and hopefully they can march it down the field just a little bit further.
Eufaula up by a touchdown. Auburn in the 3 wide receiver set. Camden Etheridge attached to the line of scrimmage. Left side of the line, they got 3 players there. They'll now motion. Blomeyer was in motion. Instead, they'll go to Davian Williams behind right tackle. Surges ahead, across the 35.
Number 5, Davian Williams off right tackle. Stop made by number 4, Slade Seaburn.
Slade Seaburn on the tackle. Go ahead.
Sorry, Davian Williams definitely
picks up 8 yards.
Watch out for him once he gets going. It's hard to bring him down. They just tripped him up there, but he definitely had he shed that defender, definitely would have had a bit more green to go.
8 yards on first down will set up second and short at the 32-yard line. 3 wide receiver look yet again. Tight end attached to the right side of the line is Camden Etheridge. Pittman, no step drop, throws on the slant route. This one looking for VJ Levitt, who's been the hot target here early on. If it hasn't been him, it's been Cam Etheridge. That one off the hands of Levitt, and you're looking at 3rd and 1. No harm, no foul. You still have a yard just to go here. Love to see the ability to connect. But Auburn now is going to line up in a wildcat look. Williams will motion Levitt behind him. High snap, takes it up the middle. He's got the first down easy. Powell is pushing. Williams had 2 around his waist as he continued to turn. And he's at the 21 where he's taken down.
Great call there with the Wildcat. I honestly don't think Eufaula's defense was ready because, I mean, running back took the ball. You got to be ready for him to just run it right up the middle for that 1 extra yard. I mean, that's exactly what he did. He got more than 1 extra yard. And Auburn's defense with a new spark ready to go.
That play picks up 10 yards and an Auburn High. First down.
Red zone. They're ready to go. They're ready to get a touchdown, put some points on the board.
First down and 10, 1 yard out of the red zone. Pitch pass this one around right side. Nothing doing as a violent tackle at the near sideline made by Eufaula's Trey Henry. Auburn's going to lose a yard on the play.
Jaden Townsend on the
carry,
reverse.
it was Jaden Townsend on the
Play
reception.
loses 1 yard.
Pitch pass. It'll set up second and long at the 22. Pittman, 3-step, throws it off on his back foot. This one to Townsend on the tunnel screen. Tripped up from behind. He's got 5 on the play. Check that 7. We'll add another couple of yards.
Clyde Pittman's pass complete to number 18, Jaden Townsend.
For Auburn.
Stop made by number 95, William Dutel.
Pulled the corner and went back inside. Got some nice easy yardage. Auburn just really needs to just keep marching up the field. I think that's the best way to go about this. Maybe take an intent shot when you get a first down.
3rd and 5 as Eufaula brings in 7 inside the box. Motion. Handoff. This one looking for Woods. Woods trying to get the edge. He does. Excellent stiff arms to Shad. He gets out to the sideline and has it up for the first down for Auburn. Jamarius Woods.
Forced out of bounds by number 28 with Kevin Spencer.
Elusive, juking out all the defenders that try to get around him. I think he must have outplayed at least 4 Eufaula Tigers
that
there.
Play picks up 7 yards and an Auburn High first down.
Nice first down. Auburn's right there inside of the 10, and they're ready to go. Their offense is on.
First and goal from the 8. Pittman on the run, has 4 Tigers after him. Throws, and it's batted down. Throws it straight to Eufaula Tiger number 24. Eric Dortch, who had it straight to his chest, had an interception. And when you're on the
Second and
run
goal
like that and you're looking
from
at
the
different
8.
layers of receivers, sometimes it's easy to miss the linebacker who's trailing on the play.
It can be, and honestly, I don't think the linebacker is ready for the ball to go straight in his chest, because he was just about as shocked as we were up here in the booth, and bobbled right out of his hands. Luckily, depending on which Tiger fan you are, but.
2nd and 8, Auburn knocking on trying to answer. Looking for the out route towards the end zone. His intended receiver, Camden Etheridge, slipped at the goal line. Auburn had another receiver, and that looks to be Levin, who almost had the grab, but it does drop incomplete. Look back at the instant replay. Almost making the grab is Levitt. It drops out of his hands. You're looking at 3rd and 8 now with 6:19 left in the second, and 7-0 Eufaula with the lead. Pittman has trips to his right. He's in the pistol. Woods is his running back in the backfield, and a timeout to be taken now. I believe this is going to be taken by Eufaula. It is. So Eufaula's coach on the defensive side of the football not too happy about something with his side of 11. And both of these teams are going to talk about it, as Auburn 8 yards away from tying this ball game up with 6:19 left in the first half.
And Auburn, just all preseason with Coach Etheridge is just new saying that he's brought to the team, blue-collar mentality, work every day in, day out. And it's really, you could definitely at the beginning of the game, Auburn came out showing hot. They lost a little bit on their defense, but their offense definitely stepped up. You can definitely see them really fighting, pushing for these extra yards. They're right here in the end zone. They can taste it, or right here in the red zone. They can taste the end zone. They want it. You just love to see a touchdown here by the Auburn Tigers. But just bringing in some new staff, new faces, but Auburn keeping a lot of their older staff, their offensive coordinator, defensive coordinators. Just it'd be good to see this Auburn offense just get some touchdowns in, but. The way they've dealt with all the mix-ups this season, it's just so far looking good.
Auburn 3rd down and goal from their from the Eufaula 8-yard line. Woods will motion up next to him. Pittman scrolling to his right. All of his receivers are covered up. He lobs it to the back of the end zone, and his receiver getting free, going up for the touchdown is Marcellus Josephson for the touchdown. Tigers score. And an extra point away from evening up this ball game.
Honestly, almost as far right in the end zone as you get. I have my face pressed up against the glass to see that. Just a great pass, nice lobbed up, used the height to his advantage. He brought it down. Auburn's going to put 6 on the board. Hopefully make it 7 here with the kick.
Number 9, Josh
Special
Housley
teams are
to
dead,
the
so it's
extra point
definitely
kick.
a lot less pressure, but no doubt you want to see it split the uprights.
Owsley booms this one over the
The
field.
kick is good with 6 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the first half. Auburn High 7, Eufaula 7.
With a big boot on his right foot, and Auburn ties up the ball game 7-7 with 6:11 after the touchdown connection from Clyde Pittman to Marcellus Josephson.
It's good to see this Auburn offense get back going, put some points on the board, create a little momentum. Hopefully their defense can get a nice stop here, and you put some points on before the half. Just always good to have. But again, spring game, you want everyone in there. You want to see what happens. You want to see what chemistry you can develop. See what your playmakers are going to be for next season. So Auburn, I don't think is too stressed out about the score right now, but you definitely love to see some points.
Eufaula struck first here in the second quarter. It made it 7-0, and then Auburn responds, tying it up 7-7. Nothing like having a touchdown hung on you just to go and respond and even this ball game up.
Definitely good to see. Create some nice momentum for your defense. Really put them back in this game.
Number 9, Josh Owsley to kick for Auburn High. Deep to return for Eufaula. Number 6, Markia Harris.
And Markia Harris back deep to return for Eufaula. Tied up at 7-7 at the midway point of the second quarter. Owsley, the long run up from about 10 yards away, gets underneath it. This one out to the 5-yard line. And hauling it in is Markia Harris. Once again, special teams dead tonight. Those of you just now joining
Ball
us,
spotted at the 35, first and 10,
scoring off with a
Eufaula.
Lewis TD 1-yard rush. Made it 7-0 and early on in the second quarter, and then it was an 8-yard TD from Clyde Pittman to Marcellus Josephson to tie it up at 7-7 just a moment ago. That's where we stand now as Eufaula and Copeland Cotton at quarterback for the Tigers at their own 35-yard line, working from right to left. Cotton, screen pass, this one to Coleman. Spinning him down at the line of scrimmage, or just a yard shy of that line of scrimmage. Coleman is brought down hard.
To number 5, Jaden Coleman, making the stop for Auburn High, 25, Clark Cleveland, along with number 12, Coleman Granberry. Play loses 1 yard, second down 11.
But and this defense came out, you wouldn't even look like they have a chip on their shoulder with Eufaula scoring, stopping them right there, and they're ready to go.
Second and 11, they're going to go with Jamarian Lewis yet again behind right guard. A spot of the line that has been so productive for them all day long.
Number 10, Jamarian Lewis, off right tackle. Making the stop for Auburn High, number 25, Clark Cleveland, along with number 12.
This Auburn defense just fired up. They are
Coleman Granberry. Play loses 1 yard.
They're just ready to go.
Third down 12.
Jamarian Lewis will line up behind his quarterback. Copeland Cotton in the backfield. 4 wide receivers, 2 split out to each side. Pittman on the tunnel screen goes straight through the hands of Browning Anderson and incomplete. And Auburn with a 3-and-out after they score a touchdown to tie the ball game. Now they're going to get the football back.
Pass intended for number 9, Browning Anderson. Fourth down 12.
You love to see that. Give your offense time to push it down the field, get it how they want it. Honestly, just a great stop by the defense there, holding Eufaula. Not even letting Eufaula get any yardage. It just looks great for the defense. You can't even tell Eufaula scored last play. They're ready to go. They've forgotten
number 83, Dakota Ingram,
and hopefully this offense carries that momentum further, and it rolls and rolls and rolls like a snowball.
Dakota Ingram to punt from the 22. Ingram spirals this one out to the 26.
Punt is fielded by number 80, Logan Blomeyer. The ball is spotted at the 27. First and 10, Auburn High.
At the 27, and that will be where Auburn will pick up their drive midway through this second quarter. A minute later, after scoring a game-tying touchdown from Marcellus Josephson, and Auburn back with the football on a 3-and-out. They'll take over at their 26 as the Auburn offense shuffles back out onto the field.
Auburn definitely feeling hot right now. Wouldn't be surprised if you see some deep shots. Take your chances. If you've got some points on the board, have a little fun with it.
Clyde Pittman, the touchdown thrower, in the shotgun. Hands off, spin move behind the line just to get back to the line into the mob of humanity.
Number 5, Davian Williams off left tackle.
Davian Williams is swallowed up in the interior of the defensive line, but the pile pushes ahead for 3.
Stop by number 21, Willis Jackson.
Davian Williams, once he gets
Play
going,
gains 3 yards, second down 7.
You follow men on, and there's some big boys too out there, and they were on top of him, but that pile was moving, or it wasn't going backwards, that's for sure. So just a lot of strength there, and once he gets going, he's hard to stop.
Trips to the top of your screen. Williams will go out to the flat. Tunnel screen. Lomeyer will be the one to catch it at the line. He's knocked ahead for a yard.
Clyde Pittman's pass is complete to number 80.
Get Auburn a yard closer.
Logan Blomeyer. Stop made by number 40, B.J. Hunter. Third down 5.
B.J. Hunter, the man with the tackle for Eufaula. 4 minutes left in the half. Auburn looking for a first down to generate some momentum. Eufaula hopping into the neutral zone. That's going to be a free first down for Auburn. First down at 10. It'll move them up to the 37.
There you go. And Auburn's offense was completely different than they did in the first quarter. Coming out with a lot of tunnel screens, a lot of screens, a lot of run plays. Definitely shying away from these deep balls and sticking with what's more productive for their offense. So definitely a lot of adaptability.
After the 5-yard step off, that will be a first down, Auburn High.
Despite losing a lot of graduating class.
Under 4 minutes left in the first half. Auburn has their first down of this drive. Williams motions to the left, now will split out wide. Snap on the ground, Pittman hit as he throws. Lobs this one down left sideline. This one looking for Levitt. Levitt coming from behind. Eufaula's number 28,
Pittman's
Devin
pass
Spencer.
intended for number 4,
Looked like he
BJ
was going to
Levesque.
have an interception.
Second down 10.
But maybe you can credit a
Coming
pass
on the play
breakup
for
to
Eufaula,
BJ
number
Levitt, the wide receiver.
26, Caden Ingram.
Yeah, when you can't get as a wide receiver, you wanna your next priority is to make sure that the corner doesn't get it from you. So definitely some good defense by the offense there, and Pittman taking a hard hit in the backfield, but he popped back up and he's ready to go.
Woods. Nothing going on second down.
24, Ken Wright, off
Shoot
left
straight to the
tackle.
backfield. Third down and 10.
Auburn's offense looking to get something going here.
Stop made by number 22, Trey Henry.
Was off of a
Third down 10.
mistake, so let's see if Auburn can make something of their own here in 3rd and 10.
4 wide receivers split out wide. In the slot at the top of your screen, it's Cam Etheridge. 2 wide receivers to each side. Woods steps up next to Pittman. Pittman looking downfield. In the seam, overshoots Levitt downfield at about the 25-yard line.
Pittman's pass intended for number 4, BJ Levesque. 4th down 10.
And 2:55 left in the first half. Eufaula is going to get the ball back.
Pittman was all time there in the backfield. Probably had 3 or 4 more seconds left in there. He slung it down the field. He overshot his man, unfortunately, but the looks are there and the matchup's
Number
there.
9, Josh Owsley, the
It's just
punt
that
for
last
Auburn High.
little
Deep to
puzzle
return
piece
for
that needs to
Eufaula's
get fixed.
number
And I
4,
think if
Slade
Auburn can
Seaborn.
really find that, then this offense is going to just be deadly throughout the season.
Owsley will punt. Seaborn back to receive it at his own 30. Owsley hauls it in, boots it away. This one spiraling, coming down just a little bit too far underneath it possibly. Doesn't have quite too much leg on it. It'll get out just to the 37, but only 2 yards more than it would be if it was a kickoff. Once again, special teams dead tonight, and they bring it out to the 35 on kickoff. So field position, this has been one of the locations, this has been one of the further back locations that Eufaula has started to drive this evening.
Definitely, and Owsley just booting it high every time, and you can definitely see when special teams go live during the regular season, give his men plenty of time to get there. So he's definitely favoring that high approach over just booting it.
Coleman on the jet sweep from the slot. Auburn sets the edge and drives him backwards, losing
Number
2
5,
on the play,
Jalen
back to the
Coleman, at left end.
35-yard line.
Stop made
Man
by
on the
number
tackle for
12,
Auburn.
Coleman Granberry.
Coleman Granberry.
Play loses 2 yards, 2nd down 12.
Defense there just read the run, stopped it. It's just an overall good look by Auburn's defense there.
2nd down and 12, play action pass. That one more of an RPO. Caught on the slant route.
Cotton's pass complete to number
And hauled
5,
in by
Jalen Coleman.
Still just a yard short of that 3rd down marker.
Stop made by number 2, Kez Dooley. 3rd down 1.
3rd down and 1 from the Eufaula 46. The RPO connection for Pittman and Coleman. Timeout taken by Eufaula.
That is their
With
second call
1:55
timeout
left
of the
in this
first half.
first half. They want to talk about how best to approach trying to get this 1st down here, which I don't blame them. You look at, if this wasn't a spring game, you're probably not going for it on your own 46-yard line if you don't end up getting this 1st down here on 3rd down. So treat it like it's a real football game. Try and pick this up on 3rd down, but if not, in a spring game scenario, you might see Eufaula go for this, because we've seen them go for it a couple of times tonight on much worse scenarios than this.
Yeah, definitely, and I think if you're Eufaula here on offense, I mean, spring game, at least for 3rd and 1 here, I think you want to try and dive deep into the playbook here, see if you can find something new to work with. Auburn's defense has seen the just running up the middle, and they might be ready for it. Auburn's playing physical tonight, so I think you dig into your bag of tricks a little bit, and you see if you can make something happen here on 3rd and 1. Spring game, low risk, see what works, see what doesn't, and it looks like they might come up with something here.
And it might be 3rd down and half a yard here with that nose of that football. Ahead of that 46-yard line, Coleman in motion, lobbing this one over the top, a step away from having an interception. Trying to track it down was Carson Yancey. Cotton was forced to throw as Auburn had a double A-gap blitz there on your instant replay.
Pressure the quarterback for Auburn High, number 21, Mark Tolan.
4th down and 1.
4th down 1.
And Eufaula, I think, is bringing out the heavy guys here. Looks like they're going to get under center. They are. Back to that flex bone look that has seen Eufaula pick up first down after first down. They motion Lewis over behind right guard, trying to get behind that big right guard. Auburn has his momentum stopped. Ball comes out. Auburn says they have it. Eufaula saying the same.
Number 10,
interesting to see if he was down
Lewis
or
on
if
the carry
Auburn got the ball.
right in. There's a fumble on the play.
Let's take a look at the instant replay.
It's looking like they're spotting it where Auburn recovered, but it looks like they might just be discussing over there.
Hard to tell on the replay that we have because your far side official came hustling towards the pile when he was short of the first down marker. But then you see the ball pop loose, and that's where they're standing at right now at the 50-yard line, trying to decipher what this is. But I got the impression that this play was getting blown dead prior to the ball being jarred loose. But we'll see how the officials call this.
Yeah, Auburn's defense there with the stop. Eufaula pushing it forward, though. I don't think they managed to forward progress their way to the first down. So I think the discussion might be if the play was ruled dead beforehand, because they're standing over there where Auburn recovered the fumble. Some confusion on the field for sure.
Based on where they've just spotted it at the 49, that's a Eufaula first down, and they've got Eufaula on the recovery. Enough for the first down. Eufaula's drive continues. 1:39 left in the half.
Timeout. Auburn High. That is their first call timeout of the first half.
Trying to decipher the best way to bar the door here with 1:39 left. But in addition to that, Coach Etheridge is going to have a conversation with 4 different referees at once.
Yeah, clearly not happy with the call, but I wonder if he's more upset with the lack of communication on the field. It's definitely a hard fumble to call there, but I mean the ref spotting the ball and just signaling the play live. I think that's what he's more upset about right now, honestly, than the missed fumble.
Coach Etheridge letting his objections be heard with his referees this evening. And they head back to their sideline. And it's a first down for Eufaula, breaking the timeout.
Coach Etheridge's first game as an Auburn Tiger, he's not afraid to grow.
First down and 10 from the Eufaula 49-yard line. Still in the flex mode, and all they have is 1:40 to work with. Cotton will motion Lewis, fakes it, now rolls to his left, trying to square off his body, throws downfield, he has a man, catches it, is upended at the 15, and all again, the reception is Marquia Harris, who skies up for the ground.
Making the stop for Auburn High, number 7, Carson
end-around
Yancey.
handoff to Lewis all night, just to set up that action there on the play.
That's what it looks like. It looks like they've just been baiting this Auburn defense into just pushing straight up the middle when they see that around. He went outside. He took a big hit, 2 big hits there, really, especially when he caught the ball going down and right before he threw the ball. But they bounce back up and they're going.
There's the handoff to Lewis, the same action, and Lewis behind
number 10,
right guard,
Lewis off the right
up to the
tackle.
10-yard line after the big catch from Marquia Harris. Eufaula
Stop made by
showing no
number 14,
signs of stopping.
Cade
We're
Raven.
under a minute to go left until halftime.
Play gains 6 yards, second down 4.
And if you're Auburn's defense, you just gotta be mad at yourself for that one, because I mean you couldn't have done anything about it. But if you're a player out there, you're just sitting there. I should have seen it coming. I should have seen it coming.
45 seconds when it's snapped. Lewis squeezes through a gap at right
Number
guard
10,
yet
Jamarian
again.
Lewis
The
off
same
right tackle.
pulling guard play up to the
Stop made by
5-yard line, down
21,
at the
Mark
4.
Tolan.
First down for Lewis.
First down Eufaula. First
We're
and
tied
goal
at
from the Auburn High
7-7.
4.
But you wonder if it can stay that way with 37.5 seconds left, and Auburn in a goal line situation. First down and 4. Same play, this one for Lewis. Timeout.
Timeout Auburn High.
Taken on the field
Their second
by
call
Auburn
timeout
High.
of the first half.
they're going to have to make some adjustments to the clock as well. We'll see how much time they put back on it. 7-7 your score as Auburn wants to talk about how to stop Jamarian Lewis right now. It's the same play every time, and Auburn has yet to find an answer for it.
Yeah, Auburn definitely looking to draw something up here. If you're Eufaula, though, you've shown it so many times. I mean, like you did back there on the 50, you might dig into your bag of tricks here a little bit and see if you can't make some mismatches here. Just throw this Auburn defense for a loop. I mean, they just saw them do that then, so you know this defense is talking about getting ready for really any of the possibilities that could happen. Eufaula still got one time out here, so wouldn't be surprised if they keep it on the ground and control the pace of play here while they're still in the end zone. They've got all 4 downs to get 4 yards, so I think they're definitely going to explore all of their options.
Great crowd tonight. Auburn High bringing all of their Tigers onto their home side. Excellent crowd for a spring game this evening. Excellent weather as well, 70 degrees and sunny with wind blowing north-northeast at 7 miles per hour. Excellent forecast for tonight's ball game. 27.4 seconds left. They go with a QB sneak. It's caught Auburn off guard. Eufaula saying touchdown. And
14.
Squeezes his way towards the goal line and reaches
Copeland Cotton in for the Eufaula touchdown.
Yeah, looks like it. Sorry, the ref I was looking at didn't signal touchdown, so I was a little bit behind there. I think they're gonna, yeah.
Well, the far side referee signaled touchdown. CK running in towards the scrum in the middle, and Eufaula is up 13-7 on Auburn now. Titus Flowers will kick the extra point.
85, Titus Flowers' kick is good. With 21.1 seconds remaining in the first half, Eufaula 14, Auburn High 7.
Touchdown right before the half. Auburn's going to receive the ball, so interesting to see if they try and take an end zone shot here, if they just need out and draw up a new game plan at halftime and this offense come out ready to attack.
Look at the scoring trends tonight with 21 seconds left in the half. Eufaula started the scoring off with a Jamarian Lewis touchdown from the 1-yard line. They had a 7-0 lead early in the second quarter. Auburn responded with a touchdown pass from Clyde Pittman to Marcellus Josephson. Tied it up at 7-7, an 8-yard touchdown pass there. And then right here just a moment ago, you had the 4-yard quarterback sneak from Copeland Cotton to make it Eufaula 14, Auburn 7. Tigers had a chance to get some momentum for themselves after forcing Eufaula into a 3-and-out at the midway point of the quarter, just after they had tied the game up at 7-7. You then had a chance to take a lead yourself. Auburn unable to pick up more than just 1 first down on that drive. They give the ball back to Eufaula, and they churn 4 minutes of clock, giving the ball back to Auburn with 21.1 seconds left here before halftime.
Yeah, and Eufaula definitely making use of that flex bone and creating just plays and plays through it, digging in their little bag of tricks we saw earlier with the
86 Gage Teal to kick for Eufaula.
Didn't see coming, and we just now saw them pull out the QB sneak. They're definitely using it as a vital part of their offense, and I think if Auburn can just learn what's going on and catch them off guard every once in a while, Auburn's defense can really show up and shut down this Eufaula offense bag of tricks.
Ball be spotted at the 35, 1st and 10, Auburn High.
Out to the 35-yard line, and Auburn with just 21 seconds here remaining in the half. How will they approach it? Will they knee it out and head towards the locker room, or spring game here, air it out a little bit?
I say take an end zone shot, no harm, no foul. But again, I'm not an offensive coordinator. I think that's a good question though. But it looks, I don't know, it doesn't look like they're going to knee it out.
In the pistol set is Pittman. He has 3 receivers and 1 running back. His running back is Woods. Motion Blomeyer. Instead, they'll go right side. This one looking for Woods. Woods sheds one around his waist. And then
24, Ken Wright at right
one on
end.
the tackle for Eufaula. It's number 58, Adrian Calloway.
Woods making a man miss, but it looks like Auburn's just going to run the clock out here and take it back into the locker room.
And that will be the final play of the first half with the score Eufaula 14, Auburn High 7.
See how they can come out explosive, get some points on the board, and give this Eufaula defense a run for their money.
A 4-yard rush will end the first half for Auburn, 14-7, Eufaula. leading your Auburn Tigers here on AHS Mass Media and the simulcast for AHS Mass Media. We go into halftime, 14-7, Eufaula leading Auburn. back at Duck Samford Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers. About set for the second half of the Auburn High School spring game. Noah Gardner and Caden Harvey with you in the broadcast booth for the spring game. Second half action about to get started. Eufaula 14, Auburn 7 at the start of the second half. And it was a tough first half offensively for Auburn, and then defensively trying to come up with an answer for what Eufaula was doing in their ground attack and the flex bone offense. When they were outside of the flex bone, they were in the shotgun, completing passes with Copeland Cotton. And now Auburn will start off the second half with the football, trying to equalize.
Start second half, number 85, Titus Flowers will kick for Eufaula.
Reminding everybody of the rules for tonight's ball game. These coaches are going to be basically playing their starters until they both agree upon rotating in the second team units. Also, special teams is dead, so there will be no kickoff returns. You'll see the kickoff here, but the ball will be brought out to the 35-yard line as Titus Flowers does well enough to get this one to the 17. And Auburn will see their offense come out to their own 35-yard line, working from right to left. Auburn in the white uniforms with the silver numbers and the blue helmets, and then Eufaula in the red tops, red helmets, white pants.
First and 10, Auburn High, the ball spotted at the 35.
First down and 10 for Auburn. At their 35-yard line, Clyde Pittman still in at quarterback, entering the third quarter. Behind him at running back, he's got Davian Williams, the junior. Receivers crowding the line of scrimmage tightly here. Three wide out there, one tight end. Cam Etheridge attached to the right side of the line. I believe there might be some discrepancy on the scoreboard. They had it at 11:53. They now bring it back to the full 12 minutes of the third quarter. Williams motions, offset, X2. Pittman will keep on the read option. Leave to get it out of traffic. He bounces it out to the left side. Trying to track him down. He crosses the 50, across the 45, up to the 42, where he's pushed
number 13, Clyde Pittman on the left end, on the quarterback keeper.
He outruns a couple of
tackle made by number 24, Eric Dork. That play picks up 24 yards and an Auburn High. First down.
Safety slash quarterback who was trying to chase him down. Auburn in motion here at the Eufaula 41. Trips to the right. Pittman throws out in the flats. This is Townsend. Townsend cuts upfield up to the 35-yard line where he's dropped. Led by a trio.
Clyde Pittman's pass complete to number 18, Jaden Townsend. Stop made by number 2, Donald Bishop.
Second down and 5.
Play 6 yards, second down 4.
Auburn looking for a fresh set of chains. One wide receiver split out wide at the bottom of your screen. Townsend will come in motion. Instead, they'll go with Williams behind right guard. Pushes ahead and falls forward. About
Number 5, David Williams off right tackle.
Possibly here.
Stop made by number 95, Al Tariq Page.
They've given him the first down.
First down to Auburn after a strong
play picks up 5 yards and an Auburn High first down.
Auburn High first down. Davian Williams offset to the right of Pittman. Pittman will now motion Blomeyer from left to right. They go Williams, this time behind left guard. They've got him around his ankles. He didn't think that he was down, but he is down half a yard behind the line.
Williams cannot
number 5, Davian Williams off left tackle.
Blocks were not good enough, and he just tripped up in the backfield.
Stop made by 58, Adarian Callaway. Loss of 1 yard, second down 11.
Adrian Callaway, the one making the stop. A second down and 11 from the Eufaula 32. Blomeyer in motion yet again, this time behind right tackle, shedding 2 in the backfield, keeping his legs pumping.
Number 5,
is Williams
off right tackle. Stop made by number 40,
second down to set up
BJ
third
Hunter.
down immediate.
Good strong running to get this offense back into position to convert on this first or on this third down.
It'll It'll be about 3rd down.
Play gain 5
6.
yards, 3rd down 7.
9:35 left of the 3rd quarter. Auburn faced with 3rd down and medium. Yard to gain, or the line to gain rather, is at the 21. Pittman claps, throws out in the flat. This one Levitt. Levitt turning on the Jets. Goes straight forward, up to the 20. He's got enough for the 1st down, and inside of the 20 at the 19
Pittman's
is
pass
where the ball
complete
will
to
be
number
spotted.
4, DJ Levitt.
Since the start of this half, that quick screen pass is what they're like.
Stop made by number 2, Donald Bishop.
They're getting their blocks set out
Gain
there
is
on
good
the
for
edge.
8 yards and an Auburn High
Levitt's got
1st
some
down.
wheels. We've seen him on a couple of fly routes tonight, and he's outran his defensive back on most occasions, unable to really connect with him, but they've been able to find ways to get him the football in other ways. Auburn will take a timeout here early in the 3rd quarter.
Timeout Auburn High. There's a first call timeout of the second
Sun
half.
begins to set across the tree line on the far sideline. Out behind McAllister's on the other side of East University here beside Duck Samford Stadium. Noah Gardner and Caden Harvey with you as Auburn trails Eufaula by 7 early in the 3rd quarter.
Auburn on their first drive of the second half has come out with a strong offensive game plan, and it looks to be working as they just made their way into the red zone.
Look at the scoring trends for tonight. Eufaula started it off early in the 2nd quarter with a Jamarian Lewis touchdown from 1 yard out, made it 7-0. Auburn responded with Clyde Pittman connecting with Marcellus Josephson in the end zone, made it 7-7. 8-yard touchdown pass there for Pittman, getting his spring scoring account started. And then a 4-yard quarterback sneak from Copeland Cotton gave Eufaula the lead with about 30 seconds left in the 1st half, making it 14-7, which is where we stand now. Auburn inside the Eufaula red zone with 9 minutes here to go in the 3rd quarter. Woods in the backfield now with Pittman. Play action pass, pressure coming from his right side. Thrown as he's hit as he's thrown.
Clyde Pittman's pass
Looking for
intended for
Etheridge
28.
by the near side pylon.
Camden Etheridge.
Overshoots him. It'll be
Second
3rd
down.
down, 2nd down rather, and long. Pressure coming from the right side of the line. Pittman unable to link up with his tight end, who's going on a bit of a wheel route. 3 wide receiver look now. Pittman will motion. Townsend from left to right. They go behind left guard in the handoff. Woods has found himself a gap. Sheds a tackler at the 2.
Number 24,
Into the end zone.
Tim Wright
Touchdown,
in for the Auburn High
Tigers.
touchdown.
Jamarius Woods breaks into the end zone.
That is a 19-yard touchdown run.
On to kick the extra point, Josh
Number 9, Josh
Owsley.
Owsley to attempt the extra point kick.
A stoppage of play here. Looking to reset the clock to 8:55. That's what we've got on the scoreboard now. So a 19-yard touchdown run for Jamarius Woods. Auburn has had an answer for Eufaula tonight as Owsley puts it up and through and ties the ball game up.
The kick is good with 8 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Auburn
As
High
they start
14,
off the second half on their
Eufaula
first
14.
drive of the second half, the first drive of the second half period. Auburn's the one to tie the ball game up at 14.
Now it is Eufaula's turn to try and strike back and take the lead back after a strong first drive from Auburn.
At the heart of that drive, you saw Auburn pounding it on the ground and getting it started off right away for Auburn was that read option carry that after one play saw Auburn inside Eufaula territory. Clyde Pittman showcasing his ability to run the football. Auburn will now be tasked with kicking off to Eufaula. Both of these teams for the second time tonight confused as to which side that they line up. Stuff that you see during a spring game and things that will have to be worked out by the regular season. But Auburn will now be out to kick off with number 35, Will Best, the junior kicker.
35, Will Best to kick for Auburn High.
Eufaula's
Deep to return for Eufaula, number 6,
still back to
Harris.
return. 7:45 and counting on the scoreboard. The clock is running currently. Not sure if that's by design or if that may be an error. Play is stopped out here. Auburn coaches look to be pointing at that scoreboard, so someone's aware of what's going on. And our white hat on the field motioning back up to the booth our way, trying to get the clock rectified. They've reset it to 8:55 in this third quarter. Tied up at 14, and we're ready to go now. On to kick is Will Best, who puts his best foot into it and has that one slicing outward towards the 1 yard line.
Ball is spotted at 35, first and 10, Eufaula.
There's the touchback, but still, like I said, special teams is dead tonight, and the ball will be brought out to the 35 regardless of the kick distance.
Now let's see if offensive coordinator Rodney George can bring some offense to this Eufaula team as they need to answer as Auburn answered them right back.
Still the starting unit out there for both of these teams. Copeland Cotton with a 4 wide receiver set will motion Coleman from the slot. Instead goes with Jamarian Woods.
Number 10, Jamarian Lewis off left
wrapped
tackle.
up from behind. Spun down 3-4 yards down the field.
Stop made by number 5, Jimmy Bickerstaff. Gain of 4 yards, second down 6.
Throws on the out route, connects with Coleman, turns upfield after stopping on a dime. He caught it at the marker and gets 2 more after he gets the first down.
Copeland Cotton's pass complete to number 5, Jalen Coleman.
Route so far today.
Stop made by number 6, Justin Gallette.
Useful as they've completed almost all their passes on the out routes.
Justin Gallette, the one on the tackle, but still the first down for Eufaula as they approach towards Auburn territory. Pass near sideline. Nasir Poe
Cotton's pass broken up by number 4, Nasir Poe.
As you take a look
Second
back
down
at the
10.
instant replay, Poe almost had that thing one-handed, bats it away.
That was just such a great effort from Nasir Poe. Just knocking the ball away from the receiver.
8:15 and it's second down and 10 at the Eufaula 47. All spotted on the near side hash. Auburn showing a 4-man front as they break the huddle. The Auburn commit Powell Gordon on the right side of the defensive line. Split backfield. Cotton has to take a high snap. Now he'll scramble to his right. Will look to run himself. Pushed out of bounds. Only a handful of yards on the play.
14.
He's out at the
Copeland Cotton on the
46.
quarterback keeper. Forced out of bounds by number 3, Trey Nels.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and short for Eufaula's offense.
Just to be about
Third down 3.
and 3. Here at the 8-minute mark of the third quarter. 3 wide receiver look, Coleman in the slot. Wouldn't be shocked if they motion him here, and that's what they do, right to left. They fake the handoff to Coleman, but a penalty marker will end the play, and it's a false start against Eufaula.
5-yard penalty against Eufaula.
5-yard penalty will back them up now to 3rd down and 8. That's a big difference.
Yeah, it is. Eufaula had a 3rd and 3. They usually short distance like to go to that option. And now they're going to have to drop back in the shotgun from a 3rd and long situation.
Third down and 8 instead of third down and 3. Pittman on the 3-step drop goes on the tunnel screen. This one caught by Browning Anderson. Browning Anderson trying to cover some ground quickly to get to the first down marker. He's dropped 2 yards shy of the first down marker at the Auburn 45.
Stop made by number 1, Brad Harper.
Fourth down and 2, but this does appear to be the type of territory as players sub in and out for Eufaula.
Fourth down,
they
2.
look to be bringing out the flex bone look as Copeland Cotton's getting ready to go for it on fourth down, and they're into the flex bone. The play here has been Lewis behind right guard on a handoff. Let's see what they do. And it is Lewis behind right guard. Auburn's there to meet him, and they get the turnover on downs. Springing into the backfield and cutting him down.
Number 10, Marion Lewis at the right tackle, making the stop for Auburn High. Number 6, Justin Galat.
Justin Galat with the tackle. The TFL to his score sheet tonight.
And that tackle right there was a big one.
Auburn High takes over on downs, first and 10 at the 45.
They're on the 45-yard line, and they're looking to score and take the lead.
They've challenged Auburn in the flex bone. And on that occasion, Auburn rose to the occasion.
New head coach Etheridge came in, and he made a change to stop that flex bone.
Pittman 5 wide, looking for the wheel route. Levitt, and it hits off the back of Eufaula quarterback Trey Henry.
For number 4,
drops incomplete, and there's some jawing now
10.
between Levitt and Henry. Just a tad bit underthrown. Henry had no idea. Was playing the man instead of the ball in that scenario. 3 wide receiver look as Pittman will break the huddle. He's got Etheridge on the line at the right side. Jailbreak into the backfield. Eufaula's there quickly to get Davian Williams swallowed up in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 12. And Auburn gets a stop. But we saw this earlier. Auburn was able to get a stop back in the second quarter with the game tied up at 7-7. And they were unable to do anything on the ensuing possession.
Third down,
and then Eufaula got the ball back and churned 4 minutes off of the clock and went down and took a lead. Auburn not needing to give up any momentum that they may be generating here early on.
Yes, Auburn can really use a first down here or just some more field position just to punt it back and farther down.
Pittman, 5-step drop, now steps up, looking to throw still, does throw on the run. He's got his man. Woods up the field, down the sideline, inside the 20 to the 15. And he's turned out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
That was great playmaking.
Forced out of bounds by number 3, Dominic Floyd.
He saw his receiver wide open. His check down option, his check down took him all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Woods, great job by him to flash open and show he was sticking out in the flats, and then he realized that he had to get open for his quarterback.
47 yards
he did just that, took off down the field. Despite the fact that his route was finished, he extended the play.
As you can see, the linebacker who was supposed to be guarding Woods, he came off when he thought Pittman was going to scramble, and that freed up Woods right away.
It'll be first down and goal from that far side hash. Auburn has it at the 10. Pittman stands in the shotgun. That was Jamarius Woods who had the big play for Auburn. 6 players on the line of scrimmage, 2 wide receivers. Woods, as the defensive tackle, surges into the backfield and gets Woods for a
24,
loss.
Ken Wright at left tackle.
He's going to lose 3 on the play.
Now Auburn hurting themselves once again, early down situation, and they're losing yards, just hurting themselves.
Stop made by number 95,
Second down and goal
Alfred
from
Page.
the 13. Woods would now be offset with Pittman. Clapping is Pittman, and jumping off sides is Eufaula
5-yard penalty
linebacker
against Eufaula.
Eric Dortch, who was ready to blitz, and he jumps offside. So Auburn's going to get a gift there, netting out +2 after the loss and then the penalty. It's second down and goal from the 8 or 9 yard line. You got the ball spotted at the 9. Four wide receiver look. Pittman looking to his right, throws towards the back corner.
Clyde Pittman's pass intended for 28, Camden Etheridge. Third
There
down.
from Pittman. He was hit as he threw the ball and still got the ball right to the back pile, right where he needed to place it. Just incomplete. It's going to bring up third down in about 9.
5:48 left in the third quarter. Auburn 14, Eufaula 14. Auburn looking to take their first lead of the night. Pittman throwing on the tunnel screen, catching it is Etheridge.
Clyde Pittman's pass is complete to 28, Camden Etheridge.
Touchdown. Etheridge.
Good for the Auburn High touchdown.
Newcomer Camden Etheridge, tight end / weapon. Great hands on the catch, had to reach up and get it. Falls into the end zone for the first Auburn lead of the day.
Number 9.
20-14, Camden Etheridge makes
Timeout
the catch
Eufaula.
on the
That is their
tunnel
first
screen.
call timeout of
It
the
puts
second
Auburn
half.
ahead by 6. Stoppage here out on the field. As our officials come back from the Eufaula sideline. We await the extra point for Auburn with 5:48 here in the third quarter. Auburn now leads Eufaula their first lead of the night, an 8-yard touchdown pass from Pittman to Etheridge.
We're about halfway through the third quarter now, and Auburn comes out quickly after losing at half. They come out, score 2 touchdowns on their first 2 drives, and now they have a lead.
Definitely made adjustments in the locker room from a defensive standpoint. Penalty flag comes out on that far sideline. And you wonder if that's on the Eufaula sideline. But now there's one here on the near sideline also. Wait to see what this is. They pick it up. Possibly no penalty. We'll see. Owsley to take the extra point for Auburn. Penalty flag comes out.
The extra point kick is good. There is a penalty flag on the play.
Owsley will trot it back out towards the sideline. Sportsmanlike conduct penalty on Eufaula is the call.
Penalties unsportsmanlike conduct against Eufaula will be assessed on the kickoff.
The question is, considering special teams is blown dead and there are no returns tonight, will the ball be brought back to the 20-yard line after the kick, or will it be added here to the kick 15 yards from where they're kicking it off? And that's spring football right there. We'll wait to see what they go with here. If they move up the location of the kick 15 yards, if they ignore the penalty altogether, or if it will be tacked on after the kick.
And it looks like they're going to bring it out to the 40, which is where they've been kicking from all night. So I'm guessing at the end of the kick, they just take it back 15 yards to the 20.
But the chains are already lining up at the 35, so they might be ignoring the penalty altogether.
Not sure he'll hear. We'll have to see.
Number 9, Josh Owsley to kick for Auburn High. Deep to return
Owsley
for
to kick for
Eufaula
Auburn.
number 6, Markia Harris.
Markia Harris back to receive the kick. Long run up, and over end kick. This one inside the 10, inside the 5, and muffing it back at his goal line is Harris. It drops into the end zone, and Auburn with the 7-point lead. Come back out on defense against
Ball will be
Eufaula.
spotted at the 35,
They will
first
be
and
at
10,
their 35s.
Eufaula.
No harm, no foul of the unsportsmanlike conduct.
15-yard penalty will be assessed. It will be first and 10, Eufaula from the 20.
Well, now they are assessing it, and it'll be first and 10 from the 20. So they've backed up the chains now to the 20-yard line, and that will be where the Eufaula drive starts. This would be their worst field position of the night. Most teams have been given the grace of the 35-yard line as a well-thrown ball to Coleman bounces straight off of his chest.
Cotton's pass intended for number 5, Jalen Coleman.
Just a quick curl route right there, and maybe some miscommunication or just wasn't expecting the ball quite yet, but Coleman drops it. He's going to bring up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
5:38 to go in this third quarter. Cotton hands off to Lewis, end around left side. Does get the edge.
Number 10, Jamarian Lewis at the left end.
Uses his back to gain another yard. He crosses the 25 up to the 27.
Stop made by number 1, Brad Harper.
Third down
Play
and
gain
3.
7 yards.
And Lewis, who is listed as
third down 3
/ defensive back, a senior on this roster for Eufaula, has really proven to be a weapon at running back. Out route pass low.
Cotton's pass intended for number 5, Jalen Coleman. Fourth down
into the turf.
3.
More pass there on the out route coming from Cotton.
It's now 4th down. It looks like punt unit and punt return unit are coming on. Auburn is getting another 3 and out, and they're getting the ball back right after their 2nd straight touchdown drive.
83 Dakota Ingram
Now
to punt
Auburn
for
can extend
Eufaula.
this thing out to 2 touchdowns. Out to punt for the Tigers, Dakota Ingram. End over it to the 49. That's where they'll blow it down. The nose of the football touching the 49-yard line.
Punt is fielded by number 80, Logan Blomeyer. The ball spotted at the 49, 1st and 10, Auburn High.
First half that saw Auburn have a hard time getting into Eufaula territory. The second half, they've lived in it.
Auburn is 1 yard from Eufaula territory, and they've had great starting field position on the last 2 drives. They got the turnover on downs, on the stop against the flex bone, and now the punt just makes it to the 49-yard line. Auburn starting with great field position. Let's see what they can do.
Pittman has 2 touchdown passes tonight. He settles in, motions Townsend from right to left in the slot. We'll go with Woods behind center. Woods met in the backfield. And when Eufaula has wanted to get penetration up front, they've been able to do it. Not a whole lot on the ground for Auburn.
Number 24, Jamarius Woods, off left tackle.
To fall forward and not get taken down for a loss 2. He used the length of his body and got up to the 49, no gain.
Alteric Page, number 95, made the last tackle.
Page making the tackle for Eufaula. Pittman on the 3-step drop, throws the out route. It's on the money. Hits Etheridge. Etheridge is tackled out of bounds. He's a couple yards short of the first down marker.
To 28, Camden Etheridge.
1-yard line. It's about a yard short.
Tackle made by number 2, Donald Bishop.
3rd and short.
That play picked up 9 yards, 3rd down 1.
Worked out for them, but better to be closer, better chance to get this first down.
Donald Bishop made the play. It's 3rd down and 1 after Etheridge's 9-yard reception on the out route. Pittman receives the signal from the sideline, gives the new orders to the offensive line. Turns to his left, hands off. Woods looking for the gap.
24, Jamarius Woods off left tackle.
That line to gain, and I believe he's got it by half a yard. It'll be
Stop
a first
made
down.
by 21, Willis Jackson.
Great effort right
Play
there.
gains 2 yards and picks up an Auburn High first down.
For the Auburn Tigers.
That's a senior realizing, hey, I've just got to get the first down. And he finds the hole. Looked like he had to make an adjustment on that play. Does find a way to get there. First down and 10 for Auburn at the Eufaula 40. Motioning out Levitt, 5 wide look. Pittman pump fakes, now throws. Contact there on Levitt, and the penalty marker will come out this time. George can't believe it.
Pittman's pass intended for number 4, DJ Levitt. There is a penalty flag on the play.
That's 15 yards.
And Dorch and Levitt are going at it some more. This is a tight battle, and it's fun to watch.
Looking back at that replay that we just had, Levitt wasn't happy about getting laid out before the ball got there, and that's not the first time that's happened tonight to Levitt. It's the 2nd or 3rd time there's been some contact before the ball's got there.
The ball will be advanced, though, up to the 25-yard line, and Auburn will have a first down.
25 yards to reach Pater. Pittman claps once, looks towards the sideline. Gets the new signal, calls in the new play. Motions out his running back into the flat. Pittman pump fakes downfield. Now he'll throw towards the end zone. Overshoots Etheridge at the goal line.
Pittman's pass intended
Misses
for 28.
3 to 5 yards there.
Second down 10.
Over his head and a little behind the route. I'm not sure if that was a bad route by Etheridge or just a bad throw from Pittman, but just unable to hook up, just early season. Just working on chemistry in the spring game.
Deep ball, partially a concern for Auburn this afternoon and into the evening. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Tigers up, or the Auburn Tigers that is, up by 7 on the Eufaula Tigers in their spring game.
They got a bunch set on the close sideline.
Woods, offset left side. Pittman will keep. He's got the read option pass here, looking over the top, drops it in the breadbasket, and catching it off the line.
It's number 4, B.J. Levitt, in for the Auburn High touchdown.
B.J. Levitt gives Auburn the 2-score lead.
Now it looks like B.J. has won the battle between him and Bishop. Touchdown Auburn, up 2 scores.
Go back to that 2013 Iron Bowl between Auburn and Alabama, and you remember the Nick Marshall throw to tie the ball game up, and it was that read option look where you go out into the flats, and Nick Marshall floated it up to Sammy Coates in that
Number 9, Josh Housley's kick is good. 3 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Auburn High 28, Eufaula 14.
Jump pass almost looking with just a loft right at the line of scrimmage, and finally Leverett and Pittman are able to connect, and they get that touchdown.
The big thing there is Pittman understood that he still had the pass, and even though that the edge was set for Eufaula and he realized that, you saw him begin to pull up as he was getting to the line looking to throw, and he's able to have the wherewithal, the ability to connect with V.J. Levitt, and they get the touchdown. Owsley gives Auburn the extra point. It's 28-14, a 2-touchdown lead for the Tigers.
Owsley, the 3-year starter, is set to kick this ball away.
Levitt's first touchdown tonight, the 3rd touchdown pass.
Number 9, Josh Owsley to kick for Auburn High. Deep to return for Eufaula, number 6.
21 unanswered points
Marquia
against
Harris.
Eufaula. They've all came here in the third quarter. Went into the half trailing 14-7. Owsley smashes this one through the end zone. Now they lead 28-14 after scoring 21 unanswered.
Kick goes into the end zone. The ball will be spotted at the 35. 1st and 10, Eufaula.
Eufaula lining up in the shotgun now.
Gardner and Caden Harvey with you in the broadcast booth as Lewis rumbles and tumbles his way 8 yards down the
field. Number 10, Jamarian Lewis off left tackle. There's a penalty flag on the play.
8 yards on first down for Eufaula, barring some type of penalty marker here that could go against Eufaula. Instead, it would go against Auburn.
Face mask against Auburn High.
That'll be 15 yards from the spot, tacked on to the end of that run. So,
ball spotted at the 49. 1st and 10, Eufaula.
They did not call that a 15-yard penalty, unless they
accidental. So it would have been 5 yards there.
And now strike across the middle,
and it falls out.
They don't call it fumble. They call an incomplete pass on the slant route.
Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down now.
2nd down.
Tigers pass intended for number 8, Birch Cochran. 2nd down,
Cochran
10.
was the intended receiver. He got drilled in the back, and you saw that ball spring out of his hands. Instead, it'll be 2nd down and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Trying to inch into Auburn territory and cross the 50.
Copeland Cotton seen once again in shotgun.
Split backfield with 3 wide. He'll go to his right, gives this one to Coleman, tries to speed to the edge. He does get the edge, gets out to the Eufaula sideline. Auburn finishes the play out of bounds. I think
Number
Carson
5,
Yancey was the one who
Jalen
made the
Coleman,
tackle.
left end.
Appears to be 5 or 6 yards down
Forced out of bounds by number 7, Carson Yancey. Ball is spotted at the 46. Third down, 5.
The 46, third down and 5 for Eufaula. High snap, fumble again in the backfield, and caught and swarmed by 2 Tigers. And he's dropped in the backfield, 5 yards lost.
Coleman Cotton is dropped for a loss by number 21, Mark Tolan.
And Eufaula's offense looks lost in this second half. The punting team comes back.
Fourth down, 10.
Auburn is going to just keep stacking this lead.
83, Dakota Ingram,
is
the
the one
punt for
who finished the
Eufaula.
play, but it was broken from the get-go on the poor snap. Unable to haul it in. And now Eufaula will have to punt with just a hair under 3 minutes to go in the third. Gentle punt inside the 20-yard line. Just looking to down that in. They do get it inside the 20. Dakota Ingram will down one inside the 20. That one to be spotted at the 17-yard line.
Now Auburn's going to have to start a drive from well deep in their own territory, opposed to the fairly well starting field position that they've had on their first 3 drives of the third quarter.
They'll place it rather at the 20, and now Auburn with some new players into the game, and it's Davis Harson, the quarterback now for Auburn, with still some of his starters out there on the field. Woods is in at running back with him. He'll go with Woods behind right guard. Harson on the handoff. We'll see his running back get half a yard.
Number 25,
Check
Tyler
that,
Flakes
that's
off
not
right
Woods at
tackle.
running back, that's Tyler Flakes at running back.
Play gains 2 yards, second down, 8.
So Flakes just with 2 on first down. Harson claps, drops back, throws off of his back foot, misses over the shoulder. That would have been a big play for Auburn downfield. Cannot connect with Townsend, who comes up a little limp.
Number
He
11,
hustles back towards
Davis
the sideline.
Harson's pass intended for 15.
Check that. Instead of Townsend,
Marcellus
that was
Josephson.
Marcellus
Third down,
Josephson,
8.
who has caught a touchdown tonight. It was the first touchdown of the day for Clyde Pittman.
Now Auburn is going to face a 3rd and 8 from their own 22-yard line. We'll see if the second team can manufacture some yards and get a first down.
Great throw from Harson there on second down. We'll see what he can do with 3rd down and 8 here. It's deep inside his own territory. As you mentioned, standing at his own 22. 2 minutes and 10 left in this third quarter. What's Harson got for us? Harson with 4 wide receivers set out in the slot. Towards your near sideline, you got Patrick Davidson. Other than that, you got starters out there at wide receiver. And then Tyler Flakes at running back. Heads out into the flat, looking into the seam. Overshooting off of the tip of the hands of Davidson in that seam, and he would have been off to the races for a score. As you look back at the instant replay now, Harson had that 3-step
Davis
drop,
Harson's
had his
pass
man
intended
just
for
a
87.
smidge out in front of him. But I'll tell you,
Patrick
Harson
Davidson.
right now, he's throwing the ball with some confidence. He can spin it.
Yeah, let me tell you, Harson, that was a beautiful throw. Just barely in front of his receiver. Just half a millisecond later, that's a touchdown.
There's some groans from the Auburn sideline. It's like, on a couple of plays downfield, that would have been big for Auburn. Owsley gets underneath this one. Spins it out inside the 40, and the Eufaula drive will start at their 30, at the 38-yard line inside their own side of the field. Bit of a choppy third quarter here. It's been kind of stop and start. It's been a longer third quarter compared to our first half. It took an hour to complete the first half, and the third quarter alone here has taken about 34 minutes, according to my clock. And
Ball is spotted at the 38, 1st and 10,
There's been a
Eufaula.
lot more scoring in this first quarter, or third quarter, rather, than any other quarter. Many stoppage plays, just
penalties. Copeland Cotton still out there for Eufaula, and it's a false start. As in the slot, you saw Kenobi Young take off, and now he'll take off for the sideline after the penalty marker will go against the Tigers.
5-yard penalty against Auburn High, offside.
Oh, and rather they call offsides penalty on Auburn.
Wow. And Coach Etheridge is looking for an explanation.
First and 5 now.
Cotton looking to throw. Can't throw across this.
Unable to complete.
Cotton's pass intended for number 8, Birch Cochran.
Birch Cochran could not hold on to that one. And that will bring up 2nd and 5.
28-14, second down and 5. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Cotton back to pass, turns to his right. Throws, called now, falls out after he hits the turf. They call him down, just shy of that marker.
Cotton's pass complete to number 17.
Kenobi Young, and something had the Auburn coaches fired up near the sideline.
Auburn really wanted that to be called a fumble. They've had a few this game where they want the ball and they're not being.
Stop made by number 4, Nasser Poe. Third down and 1.
Third down and 1 for Eufaula Tigers.
Nasir Poe at the tackle. Also possibly had the forced fumble as it was jarred loose, but third down and 1. Ball at the 47.
Now this for Eufaula, this entire game has been a flexible situation. They're going to take a timeout.
Timeout Eufaula. That is their second call timeout of the second half.
In the third quarter.
They'll head to their sideline and discuss it. Needing this third down and 1 to try and stay in this ball game as Auburn's leading by 14. Some of the backups have begun to trickle into the ball game. We've seen a couple of new faces on Eufaula, namely Kenobi Young, who just had the grab for Eufaula to put it within 1 yard of that first down marker.
And for Auburn, some new players include Flakes and Larson on the offensive side of the ball. Defense looks like there's still mainly starters out there. You see Auburn commit Hal Gordon on the right side of the defensive line as Eufaula makes their way out onto the field for this third down conversion play. Looks like they are going to come out wishbone, just like every other close range play.
Third down and 1. Cotton will get under center. We'll see if this one is for Lewis. It is for Lewis. They pitch it to him and they go farther wide. Auburn's there to create a big collision. They stand him up.
Number 10, Jamarian Lewis
And
at
he's
right
half a
end.
yard short.
Stop made by number 12, Coleman Granberry.
For the Eufaula Tigers, Auburn plays great defense to get to the outside, great pursuit on the play call, and they are able to get the stop just in time for fourth down.
Granberry brings up fourth down for the Auburn defense. Eufaula's keeping the offense on the field with under 40 seconds, under a minute, excuse me. They made an adjustment to the clock, under a minute. Back into the flex zone we go. Quarterback sneak. Cotton in the scrum, trying to move forward. Eufaula pointing ahead for the first down, and the chains march on as Eufaula makes it to the 50. Well enough for the first down.
Great strength there from the front from Eufaula. Even in the third quarter, able to make that push and get that extra inch they needed for that first down.
Making a stop for Auburn High, number 75.
55 seconds and counting on the scoreboard. First down and 10. Auburn going to bring pressure from the left side. It's a run for Lewis. Spins through a handful of tackles. Gets up to the 45. He's got 5 on first down. Nearing 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Eufaula moving with a little bit more pep in their step. Second down and 5.
By 22.
It takes them 10 seconds to get back to the line. They snap it with 23. Lewis stops on a dime in the backfield, makes some powerful cuts, leaps across the 40-yard line, and he's chopped down
number 10,
by Trey
Jamarian
Nelms.
Lewis off left tackle, making the stop for Auburn High. Number 3, Trey Nelms.
This is the best drive we've seen so far from Eufaula in the second half, as it looks like the clock is winding down, and they're going to snap it again.
See if they get it in time.
And
they do, just in time.
Just
a
in
half
time.
a second. Rolling
Cotton
towards
rolling
right.
out.
Cotton throwing downfield, looking. He's got a man downfield, trying to catch it over his defender. We'll see what the call is in the end zone. Auburn interception. Auburn winning the ball, the one-on-one in the end zone. Outstanding play made by Nasir Pogue as we take a look at the instant replay. Chopped down the field. Pogue going up and over his defender and making the catch. Auburn gets the football back on the heave to the end zone at the end of the third quarter. Auburn up 28-14. You thought just for a moment that might have been a Eufaula touchdown, but Pogue is the one who ripped the ball away from his man.
And that's Pogue's second acrobatic stop. And this time he holds the ball in, and that is going to be Auburn football.
One more quarter to go. Auburn with 21 unanswered points in the third. They lead Eufaula 28-14. With 12 minutes left, and I imagine we'll begin to see some of the backups trickle into the ball game, but Auburn's going to have the ball spotted out at their 20-yard line after the touchback of their own end zone on the interception from Nasir Pogue. That's going to be a highlight play when it's all said and done. And when they go back and look at film, they'll probably break down on how there was a little bit of a bead there. The ball was a little bit underthrown, and the receiver for Eufaula did have a step, but still excellent job to find himself back in the play, and you're never out of a play and finding a way to scratch a claw and get the interception.
Yes, Nasir Pogue able, after he was a step behind, even though the ball was underthrown, he made a great adjustment, put his hands on the ball, and made the interception. Auburn now at the 20-yard line.
Harden back in at quarterback. Has three wide receivers out. One running back in the backfield, it appears to be Flakes. As they motion Blomeyer in the backfield. They go with Flakes, right side, track down to the backfield. That actually won't be Flakes. That's Jaden Griffin, who loses
Number 10,
a mighty
Jaden
amount of
Griffin.
yards, 5
Right
of them
in.
to be exact, all the way back
Stop
to his
or
own
loss,
15.
number 91,
Eufaula had penetration
Xavier
immediately.
Second down, 15.
Now I believe this is where the spring game turns into the spring game. You see new players coming in, trying to prove themselves before the summer workouts start and try and get a spot on this team as a starter.
Harden has trips to his left, motions his running back offset to his left. That one is going to be Flakes in the backfield. Harden delivers a dime out into the flat, turning upfield and taken down by the back of his jersey. That's Davidson.
Davis Harson's
for
pass complete to 87.
the Tigers.
Patrick
Patrick Davidson gets Auburn within. Oh, he's got the
That play
first
picked up
down up to the 30.
15
They
yards
gave him
and
that
Auburn
extra
High.
little
First down.
surge. So a 15-yard pass there for Davis Harson.
After the loss on the first down, Auburn comes back and dials up an out route that Davis Harson puts it on the money, and Davidson makes the catch and gets the sticks, and they get a first down.
Harden at his 30-yard line, three wide receivers out again. Turns to his left, hands it off. This one given to Griffin yet again. Griffin shucks off initial contact just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Number 10, Jaden Griffin. Stop made by 41, Kendall Reed.
Trips, bottom of your
Second down,
screen,
10.
3 wide. Davidson closest towards the line of scrimmage. Harden throws this one on the tunnel screen. Caught. This one surging up the field, up to the 40, weaving in and out of traffic across the 40,
Davis
towards the
Harson's
45-yard
pass
line. They've got to
to
stop
number
just a
80,
yard short of that
Logan
at the
Blomeyer.
44.
Logan Blomeyer with the catch here. And that is another Auburn first down.
That play picks up 15 yards and an Auburn High first down.
2 quick 15-yard completions from Davis Harson, and Auburn is now up to the 45-yard line.
Harden on the 1st and 10 turns to his right. This one, I believe that one's for Flakes, and Flakes is swallowed up for a 2-yard loss.
Eufaula has done their job getting into the backfield on these rushing plays so far in this fourth quarter.
This offensive line is being challenged tonight by an aggressive Eufaula front.
26, C.J. Harris.
Under 10
off
minutes
left
to go in the ball
tackle.
game.
Stop made
Auburn
number
leading by
91.
14. as some substitutions taking place. Davis Harden checking out of the ball game, and Ryan Deering hustling in for some snaps.
Second down, 12.
Ryan Deering will deal with second down at 12. Deering motions his ex-wide receiver. Fakes the handoff on the jet sweep, pushes forward, back to the original line of scrimmage on the inverted veer, and I believe Harson's about to come back in with a new play call as he's
on the quarterback keeper.
In contact at the moment with his offensive coordinator,
Will
Wagner, and there goes Harson back into the ball game, and coming out is Deering.
Now Harson's gonna have to deal with a 3rd and 10 situation from his own 45-yard line. Let's see what he can do.
3rd down and 10, has 4 wide receivers, takes the snap low at his belt, throws off of his back foot with contact, delivers a catchable ball downfield, unable to haul it in as his intended receiver, Jack Hudson.
Alex Tabor.
Number 35, Jamario Mitchell,
4th down,
coverage.
10.
And he plays great defense on that one and knocks the ball away. It's gonna be 4th down now and 10 for the Auburn Tigers.
8:34 left in the ball game, and Davis Harson delivered a catchable ball, and that's all you could do in the face of pressure. That was half a second away from making contact with him as he delivered the football. Did the best that he could in that situation, and Auburn with a 14-point lead. We'll have 8.5 to go.
98, Trent Holcomb to punt for Auburn.
Trent Holcomb now on the punt. Catches the snap.
And now he
booms this one away.
Puts it up to the 22, and Seabird will catch it.
Approximately a 38-yard punt from Holcomb, and now Eufaula will take over.
Ball's at the Eufaula 22-yard line. Auburn 28, Eufaula 14. 8.5 to go left in the ball game tonight, and a new quarterback in for Eufaula now. Late stages, DeMarcus Cobb, the junior, will check into the ball game for the Tigers. Penalty flag coming out from our near sideline. Offsides against Auburn will be a free 5 yards for Eufaula.
Bring up a 1st and 5 now after the mistake on the defensive side. Eufaula is up to the 25, or rather 27-yard line.
Cobb with a split backfield, hands off. This one right side. Auburn not giving up on the play and brought down hard in his backfield, but they'll give him forward progress, which is a yard up to the 25-yard line. Cobb handed off to Kyron Finn, the senior running back. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Nearing the 8-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Cobb claps, loses the football in the backfield, stumbles in the backfield. Ball comes out as he touched the turf. And they say he's down inside his own 15 up to the 14-yard line. Cobb.
Fumble on the play. The ball is down at the
lack of focus on the snap. It was a good snap. Just couldn't quite haul it in, and then trips as he was trying to make a play.
Seemed way too excited to be able to throw the ball for the first time this game, and that just took his focus off the ball. He fumbles it into the backfield. Now he takes a snap. He's going to throw this time.
Cobb throws, looking for his running back in the backfield, Marquia Harris.
He gets hit as he throws it, and this one's going to just hit the back of his lineman, incomplete.
4th down in an extremely long ways. Eufaula will have to punt now from inside their own 5-yard line. That's where their punter is standing at. Line of scrimmage, of course, at the 14.
Punt for Eufaula.
Standing all the way back at his 14-yard line, Dakota Ingram. Back to return for Auburn as we try and get that number for you. It's going to be a 26 for the Tigers, as it's not a clean catch for Deshaun
by
Hill.
number 26, C.J. Harris. Ball spotted at the 42.
Or C.J. Harris. We have 2
Auburn
26s. Not sure which one that is. Auburn's offense can put their stamp on the game with 7.5 left and a chance to close it out. Up by 14. They're sitting in a great spot. The dagger can be driven in here, starting their drive inside Eufaula territory at the 42. Davis Harson has a new running back into the ball game. It's Jaden Nelms. Handoff to Nelms. Nelms, using his big legs forward, crosses the 40, and then with someone around his thigh, carries him another 5 yards to the 35-yard line.
Great gain of 7 and great focus by the
Number
running
7,
back. Kept on
Jadon
turning his
Nelms
legs.
off left tackle.
And that's a great gain to bring up 2nd and 3.
Jalen
Tackle made by number
Nelms
77, Jaquarius Bennett.
was the ball carrier. And back into the game is Jaden Griffin at running back, and 4 wide receivers out on the field for Deering at quarterback. Deering will hand off in the slot. No, he'll keep it. Read option, inverted veer look. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe enough
Number
for
12,
a yard.
Ryan Deering on the quarterback
As
keeper.
slung down hard
Stop
is
made by
Deering.
48, Jacob Jackson.
Deering still looks onto the sideline. Will he stay into the ball game? I believe he will. Harson still standing on the white part of the sideline, ready to go back in if need be, but Deering's going to get a 3rd down look here, and a 3rd down and short. 3rd down and 2. His running back, Griffin. Deering, wearing number 12, will now motion. 32, John Howard was the man in motion. Instead, they will go near sideline, getting the edge. Griffin inside the 20-yard line. They say he steps out at the 20, but it's enough for the Auburn
10,
1st down.
Jaden Griffin around right
Griffin
in.
originally pulled back into the backfield, looking dangerous, gets the edge,
Forced
and he's
out of
able
bounds
to
by
run
number
around the whole
41,
team before being
Kendall
pushed out of
Reeves.
bounds around the 20-yard line. And that's a 1st down for Auburn.
Harson back into the ball game. He'll stand in. Flakes is his running back. Harson and Flakes in the backfield. 4 wide receiver look. Harson claps, turns to his left, looking to throw. Pressure coming for him, and he's going to get sacked.
He's back now around the 27-yard line. That's going to
David
bring him a 2nd
Harson
and
stopped
long.
for a loss by 35, Jamario Mitchell.
35, Jamario
Ball
Mitchell.
spotted at the 27. 2nd down, 17.
Junior getting the sack and dropping Auburn back 7 yards. 2nd down and 17 for Auburn and Harson. Splits Flakes out in the backfield. Harson seeing pressure from his left side. Throws, tipped up to himself as Davidson. It was behind Davidson with the pressure coming. And Davidson can't bring it in. A penalty marker is out.
Harson's pass intended for number 87, Patrick Davidson.
I believe
There's
that's
a
going to
penalty
be
flag
either
on the
holding
play.
or pass interference, and I'm going to go with pass interference here. Let's see what it is. Just looking back at that replay, draped all over him.
As you can see in the replay.
Penalty is
Pass
pass
interference on the
against
defense.
Eufaula.
Auburn's going to have 15 here and a 1st down.
Replay really showed before the ball even got there. Other team's hands were all over
15
David
yards.
Farr's.
1st
Bring the
down,
ball, but
Auburn.
that's not his fault. That's why Auburn will get an automatic
Ball
1st
is
down.
spotted at the 13.
1st down and 10. Check that. It's going to be 2nd down. They didn't have enough. It's not an automatic 1st down at the high school level. Harson turns to his left, throwing the back shoulder fade, looking for Davidson. Misses him by a yard.
Harson's pass intended for number 87, Patrick
Davidson
Davidson.
seems to be Harson's favorite target so far
2nd
in this
down.
4th quarter. As quarterback change
Correction,
going
it's
on
3rd
now.
down, 4.
Deering will come in the short yardage situation, and it seems like they like his athleticism a lot. 3rd down and 4 for Deering. Deering, option look, right side. Sheds 1, sheds 2. Banging around towards the 5-yard line, and Deering wasn't going to be denied a 1st down, and he's getting some high fives from his teammates as he clambers inside the 5.
Ryan Deering was not running like a quarterback right there. He was running like a fullback. He fakes the option, he takes it himself, and he muscles his way for another extra
That
5
play
yards
picked up
after
9
initial
yards
contact.
and an
That's
Auburn
gonna be a
High
1st down.
1st down.
Let's see if Deering earned himself
1st
another
and goal
snap, and he
from the
does.
4.
Short yardage quarterback he's been on this drive. Auburn's at the 4-yard line looking to shut the door on Eufaula, up by 14, under 5 to go. Deering, his running back in the backfield is Griffin. Motioning now, 32, John Howard. And it's an offsides call against Eufaula as the
Penalty
motion
is
started.
offside, Eufaula. Half the distance.
Half the distance to the goal. It's going to make it first
First
down
and
and
goal
2
from
from
the
the
2.
2-yard line, or first and goal from the 2.
We are now well over halfway through the fourth quarter, and it is not looking good for Eufaula. If they can't get a stop here, then Auburn will surely have secured the win.
First and goal from the 2. Deering and Griffin in the backfield. Pitch pass, this one to Howard. Howard backing his way towards the goal line. What do they have for him? Auburn signaling touchdown from their sideline. And our official from that far sideline came in and has him marked down literally at the precipice of the goal line.
John Howard.
John Howard
Ball
can't quite get in
just
the end zone.
Outside the goal
Despite
line.
his teammates trying to
Second
carry
down.
him in. As you see on the replay, they can't get him in the end zone.
And Eufaula showed great strength to be able to keep him out of the end zone when he was so close to crossing the line already. Auburn is going to have the ball at the 1-yard line now.
Second and goal from the 1. Flakes will check in the backfield. Deering will turn towards the white hat and call timeout. Auburn want to talk about this one.
Timeout, Auburn High. That is their second call.
Looking to
timeout of the
close
second
this
half.
drive out with a touchdown and close the spring game out with a win against Eufaula. A good 6A program last year, went 9-3. Auburn, of course, going to the state championship, and
We all know what happened that night. Auburn now showing strength from being down at halftime and coming out and playing their type of football, scoring 3 touchdowns straight and haven't looked back since.
21 unanswered in the third quarter. There's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the spring game. That will conclude a spring that featured a lot of new faces for this Auburn team, having to replace 30-plus seniors from a roster that once again saw Auburn make it to the state championship. Not to mention, tonight's the first night under new head coach Keith Etheridge, donning the Auburn colors here at Duck Samford Stadium. The other end for Eufaula, they're having to replace a lot as well. Auburn back out onto the goal line. Deering still in at quarterback. Flakes is his running back. Snap is on the ground. Deering will pitch it. Heads up play. Flakes will catch it and storm into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
25, Tyler Flakes in for the Auburn
What a
High
play from
touchdown.
Ryan Hearing. He realizes the ball is snapped to him terribly. He still picks it up, realizes that his running back is still open for a little pitch pass, and he makes the play, and that's an Auburn touchdown for Flakes.
Excellent blocking there in the slot as well from an Auburn receiver. Then I was unable to catch the number on the play. Flakes will score the touchdown on the pitch on the option from Deering, and the extra point to be taken by Best and the Tigers. Best knocks it through. Auburn up by 21. 28 unanswered points for Auburn. After a less than optimal first half, that's all Auburn taking into the locker room, 14-7 behind Eufaula. They now lead 35-14 in the late stages of our ball game tonight.
Auburn's got to be happy with this second half as they have looked unstoppable. First half was scary, but they've settled in real nice, and this is a hopeful team for our
for the next season.
Many seniors left this Auburn team. They've got new faces at almost every position, as well as head coach. It'll be interesting to see how this team progresses over the offseason and what they do in their first game playing against Park Crossing.
That was how Auburn opened up last football season. A strong victory for the Tigers, playing a 6A program, and they'll look to do just the same this upcoming year here in 2021. Auburn up 35-14 on Eufaula.
To kick off for Auburn High.
With a kickoff coming from Will Best here. He's got the leg to get it to the end zone. See what he can do here with 3:37 remaining. Best puts his foot into it. That ball is side spinning out towards the sideline, and it takes a bounce and rolls along the sideline. I have not seen that before. That ball bounced at like the 6-yard line and took a roll towards the end zone, avoiding out of bounds in a short penalty. Eufaula's going to bring it out now to the 35-yard line.
Game clock has 3:37 remaining as Auburn looks to keep the second half shutout alive.
First down and 10 for Eufaula at their own 35. Cobb in at quarterback. He'll clap. Hands off to his running back to his right like a heat-seeking missile, spinning him out of bounds. Tigers make the play with number 30, Jaquavius Smith. And Finn is launched out of bounds. Like a heat-seeking missile, Jaquavius Smith.
That's Jaquavius Smith.
New quarterback in. Bobbled snap, somehow escaping with the football in the backfield. Is not the quarterback, it's the running back, and Auburn bobs him and drops him for a major loss. Javian Reeves is the one who was tossed down. Jackson Leverett was the new quarterback for Eufaula, and he will head back towards the sideline. As there's another new quarterback out onto the field, Kevin Dunn.
We'll see what Dunn can do here. He snaps.
Dunn will look to hand off, and Auburn swarms in the backfield yet again. Making the tackle look to be Lane Edens making the stop.
Now it is 4th down, if I'm not mistaken.
32,
it is 4th down.
They're going to come on to punt.
Stop made by number 96.
This is the fun time of the spring game. So late, 2 minutes left. They're just trying to get some guys out there, and you have to look at the roster sheet. Now, who is that? Lane Edens is the one who makes the tackle for Auburn. On the carry for number 32, Austin Avery for Eufaula.
It looks like on the sidelines, 4th quarterback for Auburn is going to come in, number 15, Sean Harden.
83, Dakota Ingram's punt.
He's Dakota Ingram punts it away and gets it out to the 43. And that's where the
Auburn High from the 43.
Ultimate drive here for Auburn will get started. I would assume this is the last time we see a change of possession. 1:48 left, Auburn up by 21. And as you pointed out, coming into the game, number 15, Sean Harden. 4th quarterback of the ball game to see the field for Auburn.
Senior quarterback Sean Harden in the gun, ready to take a snap.
Harden with 1:49 to work will hand off. This one to Nelms. Nelms, big-bodied running back, gets ahead for a yard, tries to break it out to the outside. It really only gets half a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and long. Now Harson will come back into the ball game with 2nd down and long, and his running back alongside him is C.J. Harris. 4 wide receiver look. Harson will look back at his running back, puts him over on his left. Claps, hands off. Harris trying to put it in his left arm on a tough exchange, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and long as we near 1 minute left to play.
Back-to-back plays with nothing working. Auburn has maybe one more play of offense before this spring game will be decided.
26, Deshaun Hill on the carry.
Deshaun Hill actually had the carry. And it'll be J. Dylan Nelms back at running back. Harson with 42 seconds left, drops back, looks, throws, over the top, overshoots his man downfield. Was looking for Brendan Bryant at wide receiver. And he launches it over his shoulder. Punt team coming out, and stand corrected. I thought this would be the last drive for Auburn. It is not.
Nope, there's still
last drive
more possession. Eufaula is going to look to get the ball back with 37 seconds remaining in this one.
37.3 left to go.
Punt team is on the field as they switching in and out some more players to get onto the field before the game is over.
Number 57, Jacob Grant to punt for Auburn.
Number 57, Jacob Grant on to punt.
Take the snap, and
he boots this one.
In over in, bounces up at the 28, hops and called inside the 25 at the 23-yard line. And Eufaula's last drive, I would assume, here. Just 37 seconds left to go. Eufaula will bring the offense out one time.
Eufaula must be disappointed in their second half after coming out in the first half and shocking Auburn, honestly, and having to lead at halftime, but in the second half, unable to commit any good offensive possessions without mistakes. And so now Eufaula, they're in the shotgun formation.
It's Cobb in the shotgun for the Tigers. Cobbs will take it, hands off to his left side, a big 42 carrying it for Eufaula. 42 on our roster.
42, Jarvis Walker left in.
Across the 30 and up to the 31-yard line. He's short of the first down. 22 seconds left to count. Eufaula making some quick substitutions, trying to get a play in quickly. Cobbs into the ball game.
Julian Jenkins.
Austin Avery beside him at running back. They'll give Avery, tries to get around left tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and he's met by a mob of Auburn Tigers.
32, Austin
and that should be the last play of the game. 2-1,
and that is it.
Auburn wins their spring game, trailing 14-7 at halftime. They score 28 unanswered. They win the second half 28-0 and win the ball game 35-14, defeating Eufaula here to end the spring. Excellent performance for Auburn tonight in that second half. Got to see a lot of players get into the ball game. And Auburn defeating Eufaula 35-14. As for my broadcast partner, Caden Harvey tonight, and myself, Noah Gardner, I hope you all have a good evening. Drive safe, and God bless. Go Tigers.